The whole family can see the death countdown hovering above my sister's head. She won't live past her 16th birthday. Because of that, Lila had been the center of our parents' universe since she was a baby. She got everything she ever wanted. Meanwhile, I was like a stray weed in the garden, left in a dark corner to wither, unnoticed. On the day of her 16th birthday, I woke up burning with a fever so high my consciousness began to slip. Afraid that my sickly appearance would ruin Lila's final special moment, my parents didn't hesitate. They locked me away in the cold, damp storage room, curled up amidst the junk on the floor. I weakly tapped on the door, my voice barely a whisper. "Mom, please let me out. My head hurts. It really hurts." The only response from the other side was my mother's voice, cold and dripping with impatience. She didn't even pause to think. "That's enough. This is your sister's last day. Can't you just suck it up for once?" Her footsteps faded away, followed by the heavy thud of the door closing. Endless darkness and a bone-chilling cold swallowed me whole. I never expected that when I finally opened my eyes again, my body would feel weightless. I was drifting upward, out of my control, passing right through the thick wooden door toward the living room. In the living room, my parents were sitting close to Lila on the sofa. Mom was gently stroking her back, while Dad sat with his head bowed low, his broad shoulders shaking as he tried to stifle his sobs. On the coffee table, there was a small American flag pin that Lila had gotten from her school's 4th of July celebration, a tiny symbol of the joy she'd once felt. Lila was wearing a new pale blue dress adorned with shimmering stars, the kind of beautiful thing I could only dream of, but her face was so pale, it looked almost translucent. She spoke in a soft, fragile voice, her face clouded with worry. "Mom, Dad, is Clara really okay?" I thought I heard her saying her head hurt earlier. To my surprise, Mom just brushed the stray hairs from Lila's forehead. Her touch was affectionate, but the words that came out of her mouth were like ice-cold daggers to my heart. "Don't worry about her," she said. "She's just acting out for attention, trying to ruin things. Don't let her spoil your mood." Lila bit her lip, her brow furrowing with guilt. I always knew she felt like she owed me something. Ever since we were kids, every treat, every toy, and every new outfit was showered on her. I could only stand by and watch, never even allowed to get close. But Lila would always sneak me snacks behind our parents' backs. Whenever they scolded me, she'd be the first to rush over, using her frail little body like a shield to protect me. My parents, however, never appreciated her kindness. Mom sighed, looking at Lila with pity. "Stop protecting her. That girl has been jealous of you since she was little. She can't stand to see you happy. Don't you remember your 14th birthday?" Those words dragged my memory back 2 years in an instant. That day, my parents had actually bought a real cream cake, a scent I rarely even got to smell. Mom carefully lit 14 candles, their glow warm and bright. In that moment, the jealousy I'd suppressed for so long surged up like wildfire. For reasons I couldn't explain, I lunged forward and swiped the cake off the table. Frosting splattered across the floor, and the candles rolled into the dark corners, flickering out. I acted like a total maniac, screaming at the top of my lungs, "I don't want to watch you celebrate her. I want something too." A second later, Dad's hand came down hard. I grit my teeth and didn't move an inch. But right then, Lila threw herself in front of me again, shielding me with her paper-thin frame. She was trembling all over, but she held me tight. "Stop it, Dad. Don't hurt Clara. It's all my fault. If you're going to be mad at me." Late that night, with red marks still on her wrists from where she'd been pulled away, Lila slipped into my room and pressed half a piece of candy into my hand. Her fingers shook as she touched my swollen cheek, her voice soft and trembling. "I'm sorry, Clara. I'll be gone soon, and then no one will be here to take things away from you." My thoughts snapped back to the present. Mom was still stroking Lila's hair, her voice weary as she went on about how I'd always been the jealous sister. And I was. I was jealous of the unconditional love she received, jealous of how Mom would stay by her bedside all night when she was sick, and jealous that she lived in the light